I tried for years to get help through my church, but my husband, my abuser, was on the leadership team, and I was told just to stay and to pray more. I knew his threatening and vicious behaviour was wrong, but I was so confused because the church seemed to be telling me it was fine. No one in my church listened to or believed me, so leaving my marriage meant leaving them too. It was bad enough that my husband didn't love me, but my church didn't love me either. Life felt dark for so long. I searched, is love real, on the internet, because I needed to know. I searched for what abuse is, and whether God still wanted me to stay in the marriage and the church. My internet search led me to the Restored, and I ordered the Survivor's Handbook. I realised I wasn't going mad, and it isn't in God's heart for this to happen to me. To see that in writing was life-changing. I joined one of the peer support groups, which was amazing. I felt so isolated. The group helped me feel part of something bigger, and I could be with people who understand. No one judged or condemned, but we could sense God in the middle of us. I realised God could still do something with me. I wanted and needed a church community. I'd been so scared to try to go into one because I'd been so hurt in the past. But I found a church that had the Restored logo on their website. Although I was still scared, I decided to be brave and shared my story with them. They cried with me and told me what they do if domestic abuse happened within their congregation. Now I feel safe and I feel loved. My church leaders don't treat me as a project to be fixed, but as a worthwhile person with something to give. Like an equal, not some woman trying to cause trouble. It's so beautiful to be part of a church where I'm loved and accepted, that walks alongside me. Everything was so dark, but now it's so bright.
Psalm 139, verse 3. You mark out my journeys and my resting place, and are acquainted with all my ways. Molly was let down by the very people who should have been there to support her. In her church, she couldn't find the unconditional love of Jesus. Rather, she experienced a leadership team who wanted to uphold the status quo. Through her deep faith and determination to remain faithful to God, she was able to find a church where the presence of God felt inclusive and freely available to all. Finding that church was possible because they had not only included the Restored logo on their website, but also because the congregation and leaders had given thought about how to support and help survivors when they arrived. Transforming God, please help all our churches to be places of love and compassion, places of safety and restoration, places of listening and understanding, places of acceptance and friendship, places of hope and brightness. Amen.